Hi besties, welcome back to another Monster-in-Law Mondays, where I read you Reddit stories about monster-in-laws and then you listen. Let me know in the comments what you think about these stories. I'll definitely be giving you guys my insight after I read the stories, and there's some pictures of some of these, so stay in tune. Let's get into it. The title of the story is called Looking for Support from My Monster-in-Law. My sister-in-law is planning a $100,000 wedding that my husband and I are both deeply involved in. Her mother and father are divorced. Tonight we shared with our mother-in-law that we would be gifting her a $300 hand-hooked personalized pillow as a wedding gift. We were told that it didn't have enough perceived value. Mind you, we've already spent $5,000 on bachelorette and bachelor parties, a bridesmaid's dress, and a tuxedo that was needed to be purchased for the wedding. We make combined $150,000 a year. In the name of diplomacy, I have let insensitive and rude things that my mother-in-law has said slide. Tonight was a different story, and I finally defended myself. My husband supported me and sided with me every step of the way. I feel disgusted, disrespected, and incredibly hurt. I know this drives a big wedge in our relationship, but I'm not willing to look past it. What do you guys think? Now, it's just a $300 pillow, so like, I know it's sentimental to you guys, and that's 100% like true. Stand up for yourself, what you believe in. And the other remarks, I don't know how severe they were or how big they were, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. Like, people gonna say what they're gonna say, and you have every right to defend yourself. But at the same time, I don't really think it should be something that puts a wedge in between the family. I do think that standing up for yourself is important, and I do think that you should like let her know, like, hey, I'm not gonna condone the disrespect. Some people may think that $300 pillow is not necessary, and some people may think it's sweet. That pillow could be given to their baby. That pillow could become a family heirloom. They could probably do something sentimental with it. I don't know. But honestly, at the end of the day, Monster-in-Law needs to chill out, and she needs to stop being so catty or disrespectful. And if you guys have spent $5,000 and you're gonna spend an extra $300, and you guys only make a certain amount a year, then only spend what's in your bracket. And if you think that you should rethink the pillow, then rethink the pillow. But I don't think it's a problem. I think that's a perfect gift if that's something that you want to give them, and if they're not grateful for it, then oh well, so be it. But you've already spent $5,000 on the bachelor and bachelorette party and whatever else is. And I don't know if that meant like you put the money in to like pay for other things, or is this just y'all paying for y'all selves in these parties plus your guys' dress and tuxedos? Because that's kind of what it sounds like. But like I said, if that's all you can afford, it is what it is. Like, is y'all money. Ain't nobody giving y'all no money, no extra money that is taking you guys out of it. But I don't think it's like a super big deal. The title is called Monster-in-Law Excluded My Oldest, so I excluded her. I am 25 female, married James, 29 male, 2 years ago. I have a daughter, 11 female, Lily. Yes, I had a kid when I was 14. I don't regret it, just bad timing. And I also have 2 twin girls. Lily's father was never present in her life. When James came around, I was honestly surprised at the role that he took and how much Lily loved him. I knew after a year I wanted to spend the rest of my life with him. You go, girl. Around the time we were planning for our wedding, my mother-in-law kept making remarks about how Lily is not James' child. But we brushed it off until mother-in-law flat out told us that she wouldn't be helping us financially with our wedding if Lily was going to be in the wedding. Mother-in-law also said because she wasn't his child that she'd never support Lily. We had no problem with that. Mother-in-law not paying for the wedding, cool. We just both were taken aback about everything she was saying. I obviously objected to the bewildering statements, and so did James. Mother-in-law tried to plead with James, but when he wouldn't budge, mother-in-law just stormed out of our house. Lily was our flower girl in the day of the wedding, and mother-in-law tried to stop Lily 3 different times, once by even blocking the path to the altar, but was easily stopped each time by other guests and groomsmen. Besides that, our wedding went off with a hitch, and I wouldn't have preferred it any other way. The wedding was magical besides the beast. After having the twins, mother-in-law withdrew from Lily entirely. Lily, not understanding why, was obviously upset. Well, over the weekend, Lily celebrated her 11th birthday. Per her request, she wanted everyone to give a speech. Everyone except mother-in-law. Mother-in-law hates not being front and center. Always, always, always. So when everyone was done giving their speeches, I turned to look at mother-in-law and she was pissed. She later pulled me and James aside and asked why she wasn't included. I asked her, what happened to not supporting Lily? Tens, girl. After the party, James asked why mother-in-law wasn't included. I told him after the wedding fiasco and not giving Lily equal amount of time as she did the twins, that she didn't want her to be included in the portion of her party. James agreed with me, but mother-in-law is still pissed. And there's an edit. A week after posting this, me and James sat down and talked about going no contact with mother-in-law, as a lot of you have suggested in the comments. James said he knew mother-in-law wouldn't have liked it, but he demanded it, and he wanted to put Lily first. We love James. James is a good father. James talked to mother-in-law, and she admitted to James that she thought he'd never marry me because she thought that he was too good for me and Lily. Man, good thing he was raised with some common sense. I just can't stand this for them. From what James says, mother-in-law was pissed about the North Carolina thing, but James and I didn't care, and it seems that me and James are on the same page. James' sister and brother have both reached out to us to try to talk to mother-in-law, but we're standing our ground. Mother-in-law has been out of our lives for 2 weeks, and we're doing just fine. Ayo. Ayo, mother-in-law. You're tweaking. You are tweaking. Because first of all, Lily is a child, and she's not one of those, from the passage, she's not one of those kids that are tyrants. She's not a disrespectful kid. She's not doing crazy things, out here outrageous, and crazy. She's a very respectful, kind little girl, and she wanted you to accept her like James did. I think she expected you to receive her and love her and, take her in like James did, because she sees that her new dad, her stepdad, dad, whatever she want to call him, is loving her and taking her in as a man who loves the woman is supposed to. And you're the only one with the problem. Now you have 2 twin girls, grandchildren, but imagine if they have the really good relationship with their sister and you're trying to get all into their good graces, but they see how you treat their sister. Now 3 of the grandchildren are not going to want anything to do with you. And twins, not all, but most, one track minded, baby. They have the same ideas, they have the same likes and dislikes. They are their own people, and they do have their own personalities. And I'm not saying all twins are like just completely one person, but a lot of the times twins, they go by what their other twin is going by. They both have that twin telepathy, like, oh, we peep this at the same time. They have the twin spidey senses, and if they peep that you don't like their sister, and if they know that you're not getting along with big sis, and they love their big sister and they treat their big sister with love and respect, and you don't, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose them too. I'm proud of the family from going no contact. Love the husbands in these stories. Yes, y'all are eating it up, because there's no way as a spouse, significant other, that you allow families to drag your other partner and you don't do anything about it. And sometimes if you have to say something to your spouse about a disrespect that they see and they know is happening, it's because they don't want to say anything and they're scared to. And if they don't defend you, you need to leave. I don't care if you guys are married. I don't care if you guys are in a relationship for 5 years. I don't care what the consensus of it all is. You gotta go, because they will not protect you. And I feel like someone who won't protect you against their family will help the family unalive you and bury you somewhere and cover it up. That's me. I know that's the extreme, but yes, I love these stories. These are beautiful, beautiful stories, and I definitely 100% agree with how you guys handled this whole situation. And honestly, if brother and sister-in-law keep bothering y'all and yapping at the mouth about mother-in-law, blah blah blah, cut them off too, because you wouldn't want them to be all up in y'all ear trying to get y'all to be cool with mother-in-law, or excuse me, all up in y'all face, and then they're going to report back everything that's happening to mother-in-law, and she's being evil, conniving, or weird. Like, just protect you guys as much as possible, because you guys seem happy, and I would hate for any outsiders to ruin that. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to my Midnight Modules, and I will definitely see you guys on another episode of Midnight Modules. I hope you guys have a good Monday. Bye, besties. If you're watching this video, that means you made it to the end of my video. Thanks for watching all the way through, and don't forget to subscribe to all of my social media accounts, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Midnight Modules. Bye!